Welcome back to the channel. As usual, I am your host, Sellssi. Today we're going to talk about the Ghana Black Stars team as we prepare for the World Cup. Our opponent in South Korea and appearance fees. The conversation has come up as to what they will get for appearance fees. Alexander Djiku, who was injured a couple of weeks ago in his side game over the French Liga weekend, has returned to training. We'll get more details on Djiku's return to training and if it means he will be available for Ghana at the World Cup. Our opponent, South Korea, who are also preparing in earnest for the World Cup, have some bad news in the front of Son Heung-min. He suffered an injury in his side game that got them qualification to the Champions League knockout phases. We'll have details of it and if it means he will be out for a lengthier spell and could possibly miss the World Cup. We're also going to talk about appearance fees issues. As usual, subscribe if you have not and click on the notification bell to get more updates. Before I begin today, we have a third channel. I'm sure you might be aware or not, but we have a third channel, almost at 1,000 subscribers, at 800 subscribers if I'm not mistaken. Kindly support us over there. The World Cup content will be a lot. We'll be spreading them across our 3 channels now: Sahara Football Extra, and this current one, SF Sport. I'll leave a link as the first comment pinned here. Support the channel and let's get to over 1,000 subscribers, get to the monetization level. To start off from the camp of Alexander Djiku, who is a main stalwart in this Ghana national team. On the 23rd of August, whilst playing versus Toulouse, he suffered an injury. He was held off after just 26 minutes of action. Now, the rumors were rife. Could it mean that Djiku would be absent from the World Cup for Ghana? Would he be missed? Well, we don't have to have that conversation because right now there has been reported that Djiku has returned to group training. Yes, that is a positive sign, although it doesn't mean he is match fit yet. The Ghana international has recovered from injury that can be confirmed and began training with Strasbourg in preparation for the World Cup 2022 and their subsequent league games before the World Cup. Ghanaians were concerned last month when the key Black Stars defender suffered an injury while playing against Toulouse in the French Liga. Djiku was taken out of the game after 26 minutes due to a hamstring injury, which was later confirmed by the coach. The injury kept him out for last weekend's 2-2 draw against Marseille in the league. But the 28-year-old has recovered and is back training with Strasbourg. He's set to feature possibly in this weekend's game versus Ajaccio in the French League. Djiku was born in France but successfully switched nationalities to play for Ghana, his father's home country. Djiku's mother is reportedly a Senegalese. Tuado's professional squad includes Djiku. Yes, he has to be in there. He, along with Daniel Amate, have been stalwarts in that Ghanaian defense. The Black Stars will play Portugal, South Korea, and Uruguay, and they're hoping to overcome these teams to pep them to the round of 16 spots, which is only 2. Talking about our opponents, and really thankful that Djiku is not going to miss the World Cup because that would have been a big headache. An attacker who could have possibly have been breathing down the neck of Alexander Djiku, Son Heung-min, on the other hand, could be out of Qatar 2022. Yesterday, Son Heung-min's game, his club side Spurs were looking for qualification into the Champions League knockout phases, the round of 16, and he turned to suffer an injury, which got him hauled off in that game. The South Korean striker and skipper Son Heung-min picked up a nasty head injury during Tottenham's win over Olympique Marseille in the Champions League. Chancel and Bemba crashed into Son as they jostled in an aerial duel. And now Member made contact with his shoulder with a solid blow across Son's left cheekbone. There has been no update yet from Tottenham, and South Korea will be hoping that the injury will not keep their captain out of the 2022 World Cup, which begins in just 18 days. The South Korean was subbed off immediately as match officials ensured that the correct protocol for a head injury was undertaken. Son Heung-min, despite the injury, joined his teammate to celebrate Tottenham's comeback win over Marseille which sent them through to the round of 16. At the moment, he is doubtful for Spurs game against Liverpool on November 6th. That's this Sunday. South Korea will be facing Ghana in their second game. The Black Stars will looking to overcome them. But Gary Al-Smith, a renowned journalist, also gave an update on him and the injury he had suffered. It looks like it is quite serious. It's suspected that Son Heung-min, according to him, has sustained an orbital fracture on the left side of his face. These injuries could potentially take months for full recovery, and that's via Steve Han of Twitter. South Korea will sweat on this one as they play Ghana in 27 days, and it's going to be interesting to see how he recovers in time to play in the World Cup for South Korea. Will he be able to make it? Will he recover in time? Well, we'll see what happens on that front, and we'll be keeping you posted if Son Heung-min would be available. Diogo Jota has been ruled out of the World Cup already for Portugal. Will Son join him? We hope that we want the best players to be in the World Cup. That is for sure. So we wish him full recovery and wish him all the very best. My next and final story has to do with the Ghana Black Stars appearance fees, which has come under a lot of scrutiny, and people are wondering how much are they going to take for appearance fees. Well, we brought an update a couple of weeks ago talking about the fact that they wanted to remove winning bonuses and then put in qualification bonuses, rather, if you qualify to the next round, that kind of money rather than winning bonuses. But appearance fees is something that has come up in recent times, and the sports minister, in not revealing to us a budget as I brought you yesterday, did seem to indicate that if anything, the Black Stars players would be getting exactly what they got in Brazil 2014. And now these are his words. What we have indicated to them is that we are not going to increase what they had in Brazil. So whatever they had in Brazil stays because of the current economic circumstances. This is a comment from Mustafa Yusuf. He was speaking in an interview about the preparations of the team for the upcoming Qatar 2022 World Cup, and that was at the Stars Walk with the Stars exercise that was taken at the Abri area there. As other countries have done it, Senegal released their budget for the World Cup. Other countries have done it, well, not Ghana. So that has been it for today. We'll be following things closely, but Djiku is back in training. Son Heung-min could miss the World Cup, and appearance fee seems to be $100,000 for the Black Stars for Qatar. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy the week.